That's an ornament Sally gave me one year for Christmas. I kind of keep it hung up almost all year round. It reminds me of her quite often and how she was a person who knew how to love well. She loved her family, she loved the Lord, and she loved her country. And I remember one of the very first conversations we ever had to do with she was trying to sort out whether or not to homeschool Dan and Ashley. And she was throwing 100 questions at me, and she was also talking a lot to Lisa McInturf about that. And we just had a great time talking about the benefits of homeschooling. And so, yeah, she ended up homeschooling, I think, maybe after 1 year of public school here in Ohio. But I remember one year we had a New Year's Eve medieval feast, and we had our husbands wearing their bathrobes for their royal robes, and Sally and I put our nightgowns over clothing that made our royal gowns, and then the kids all performed different creative things in between the different courses of the meal. I know I was teaching recorder to Kevin, and he did Good King Wenceslas, and it went really, really long, and we were bored with that. Anyhow, but also I think Ashley did she acted out a skit, and Dan did too, I think, or he played piano. Anyhow, we had a great time that New Year's Eve. It was a lot of fun. And then there was a Christmas that after Christmas Eve service at Spring Hills, Bert and I were taking the kids out to eat at Damon's. And of course, we had no family. Everybody goes off to their family, but when you're a transplant, you're kind of by yourself. So we were going to go out to dinner, and we saw Sally and Steve and said, "Do you guys have any plans? Do you want to meet us for dinner?" And so that was like the first time we went out to dinner with the Green family, and I have that photo right here. And there's Dan and Bryce and Kevin. And I don't know, I think that was around 1999 is what I figured based on the kids' ages. But it was a lot of fun. And yeah, I really miss the conversations we'd have about politics and elections, whether it's the issues, whether it's the candidates. Sally really taught me the value of not throwing away your vote. Even if you don't like the candidates, there's always something that maybe could prevent some or help our government work better. And she also really taught me a lot about the Bible. We had a lot of very intense conversations about once saved, always saved, or can you walk away from the faith. I would love to have conversations with her today about some of the Reformed theology and things like that. And I just know her, she would be so proud of Dan and Ashley and her grandkids, Gwen, Elias, Matt, Jonathan, Lucy, and Jad. She would just beam with them. And of course, she has the grandkids of Olive, Malia, and Danton's kids, and Clay and Lauren's kids as well. I mean, the family really got bigger with marrying together with Dale. But yeah, that Sally really knew how to love well. She loved Jesus, she loved her family, and she loved her country. And thank you for including me in this tribute to Sally on this 10-year anniversary. We are so blessed to have had Sally in our lives. I'm grateful for her friendship and for the friendship of all of you.